we have a special video today. So, in this video, we will be reading only romance books. So I have 4 that I want to get to in this video. And here they are. So the first one is Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Schwartz. It's a gothic romance. So I'm very excited for this gothic YA romance. And then we have, and this one is part of my TBR, and this one is too. So these are main priority at the moment. And then the next one is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. And I believe it is about a ghost stuck on a subway and someone who just moved to New York. So it is a sapphic romance, and I'm very excited for this one. My next one is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This will be the 3rd one I've read by her, and I've read Book Lovers and Beach Read. This one is Friends to Lovers. I like her books, like a lot of people like her books, so I think this will be pretty good. And then the last one that is on my, hold on, I'm gonna take this out. The last one that is kind of a priority this month is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, and I'm pretty sure she wrote the Love Light Farms books. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wrote those, and I have not read those, but I've heard pretty good things about them, and I'm honestly not sure what this is about, but it was the book of the month book I chose. I wanted to go for a romance book this month because February. I'm excited for this one. I think the cover is so cute. I'm honestly not 100% sure what this is about, but it looks good. It says, "Welcome to Heartstrings, Baltimore's Romance Hotline." So this looks really good. This might be the first book I read in this video, but honestly, all of these look good. Do you want to get through all 4 of these books in this video? Anyways, let's get to reading. Some updates for you. This book, oh my god, this book, I cannot. For YA romance, I think it was just executed so well, and I think that is just so good, and it was a super quick read. It was like 330-ish pages, and it was just so good. I love books with this kind of setting, like the old kind of England setting with like carriages and socialites and where higher classes interact with like poorer classes, and I think that makes for a really good story. And I think Dana Schwartz did really well with kind of creating an atmosphere. It was just so good, and the plot was amazing. Yet that it's a YA romance, and because of that, it did feel very elementary, and it just felt very elementary, so that's probably why it wasn't a 5-star for me. I feel like the romance didn't progress very naturally, and that it was kind of very YA. But other than that, this book was amazing. The ending, after that kind of weird awkwardness with the romance, I feel like it did start to progress better. Yeah, I feel like it did start to progress better, which is nice. And then the ending, oh my gosh, the ending, I was crying. I was sobbing for the last like 30 pages of this book. All the pages were blurry. It was like 11 at night, and I was just crying. It was not okay? Anyways, so with all that in mind, I rated this book a 4.25, 4.5. I will be reading the next book in this duology because I feel like it just ended. The ending, if you've read this, you know that the ending was just crazy. I could not with this ending. It was just too much for me. Anyways, this is the first book of this video, and I think it got off to a really nice start. But since we did read this book kind of was like very gothic and all that, and it was like the atmosphere was very different, and it's just kind of heavier. I feel like I do want a contemporary romance, which the rest of these I'm pretty sure are contemporary. So, but I do think my next read will be the First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I'm very excited for this. The cover is adorable. These two will be sometime next in this video. So yeah, I didn't choose this one because I'm pretty sure this one's a paranormal romance because one of them is a ghost. So I don't think that one yet, and I feel like I want to save this one for later in the video. Anyways, this book I'm very excited for. It was the book of the month that I chose for the month of February, and I honestly have no idea what this is about. So this is gonna be the second book in this video, and I'm so excited. I am 248 pages into First Time Caller, and that's about 55%, so I will hopefully be finishing this today. I do still have to go to the gym, but I think I will get through it. Anyways, this book is so good so far. I'm loving it. It is like, it's very rom-com, and that's kind of what I was looking for. Like, the characters are really cutesy, and everything is just going really well. I love the chemistry between the characters, and there's tension, and the female main character is a single mom. I don't know why, but I love that. I love to see how the male main character interacts with her and everything, and it's just so good. So yeah, I'm gonna read about, how many pages are in this book? There's a little over 400 pages, so I'm gonna probably read about, well, till I finish, so that'll be like 160 pages today. Okay, so I have one update for you. I finished this book. To say, I absolutely loved it. It was so good. It was very rom-com-esque, and I just loved it so much. I think I'm gonna settle on a 4.5. Yeah, I think 4.5. I almost was thinking 5 stars halfway through, and then there's like a 20-page spice scene, which then made me a little like, probably not 5 stars. But I think if you like, it was very Sleepless in Seattle, which is kind of what it says on the dust jacket. And I thought the podcast, kind of the call-in romance hotline, was such a cool idea, and I think it's very unique, and I will definitely be reading more of B.K. Borison's work. I'm kind of kicking myself because I haven't read any of her other books, and I just love this one so much. It was a cute rom-com, quick, really fun, and I think the characters really had a lot of depth to them. Each one was individually their own, and I think that's really good. So 4.5 stars. And then the next book, this is the last book we will be reading. I know I said I wanted to read 4 books in this video, but I just don't have time because I want to get this video out kind of around Valentine's Day, and I just won't have time to read the next one. So the final book we'll be reading is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I'm hoping to get like over 100 pages into it today because I have to read it in like 2 days to get this video out when I want it to be. So yeah, and if I sound a little weird, I am catching a cold, I think, which is sad because I was supposed to start cross country today, and it's my cross country season, and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not feeling great today, but anyways, let's get started reading People We Meet on Vacation. So it is the day before Valentine's Day, so I'm really hoping to finish People We Meet on Vacation today. I'm off from school today because I'm not feeling great. I've been sick for like the last 3 days, and so yeah, I'm not doing great. But good news, I have more time to read, so that's good. I'm on page 151, so I have a little over, I think almost 200 pages, a little under 200 pages. So I'm like a little under halfway through, and I'm really liking this book. I have to say, I think this is going to be my favorite of Emily Henry's books because it's just really good so far. It's kind of jumping from a present timeline to past timeline, so it's in summers, so we're jumping from this summer to like 10 summers ago or 9 summers ago, and that's kind of just what we're following these 2 best friends' vacations, and I think it's really good. I think I'm really liking the friends things because I read a lot of fantasy, and a lot of that is enemies to lovers because that's like the fantasy trope for some reason, and I think I really like friends to lovers. I think I really like that they have a bond to start with, and they have background, and they're not just strangers, and they don't just hate each other all the time. I'm really liking that. And there is a conflict in the book that caused them to stop talking to each other for 2 years, and I'm really excited to figure out why they stopped talking to each other. I think that's really going to solidify my rating for the book, because I feel like if two people stop talking for that amount of time, I feel like there should be a good reason for it. Like second chance romance, sometimes the reasons for them breaking up isn't really, I feel like the reason for them breaking up has to be perfect, because if they're getting back together, it can't really be something that bad, I feel like. And if it's not a good reason for them to have broken up in the first place, then really what was the point of that? So I think it's kind of the same principle of there should be a good reason for them to have stopped talking. And yeah, anyways, I think that will really help take my final rating for this book. Anyways, I should probably stop talking because I am losing my voice. I think this could be a 5 stars, which is crazy. I haven't had a 5-star yet this year, so this would be my first 5-star. I'm very excited to see what's going on. I have no problems with the book yet. Let's keep reading. I can relate to someone else's words so much is crazy. Just this one line is crazy to me. This wonder how I could ever stop feeling lonely when no one could ever know me all the way. Just good. I'm okay. Sit here and cry for a minute. It's getting too late. I'm not okay. Oh my gosh. Every book this woman ever writes. Oh my gosh, this was so good. I was up till 3 a.m. last night just reading this. It was so good. I read for almost like 4 or 5 hours yesterday. I'm still losing my voice though, so. But 5 stars. First 5-star of the year. I'm so excited about that. I've only read 3 of her books, and I know I want to read her entire backlist because this was just so good. Now, I'm not saying it was a perfect book by any means. Of all 3 of the books that I have read by her, it's not my favorite atmosphere or anything, but it's definitely my favorite couple of all 3, and I was able to connect to this book so much. Not necessarily the main character Poppy, but I think I really connected to Alex and kind of the older sibling stuff and all of that, and I think it was just so good, and I would love to have read this from Alex's point of view. I think that would have been so good, and he was just an amazing character, and I loved him so much. And Poppy, I connected to her struggles with anxiety and all that, and the way these characters connected and the relationship they had and that they have built throughout the many years they've known each other. And I like that they didn't just meet and they had a connection that has been growing over a decade, and I think that was just so good, and that's the reason I just loved it so much. The connection they already had, and that and that they were friends before, and how they just fell in love, and it was just, it's so good. The way they connected was just amazing, and I'm so excited to say that this is the first 5-star of this year. And it is Valentine's Day right now. It is 11 on Valentine's Day, and I want this video to go out in like 2 hours, so that's not that important, but yeah, so 5 stars, so happy about that. And then this one I'm actually thinking of lowering. I said 4 to 4.25, I believe, so I think I'm gonna bring it down to 3.75. After thinking about it, it was very YA, and the romance wasn't my favorite, but I did like the storyline, and I think 3.75 is fair for this. This one, I believe I gave 4.5. I like the premise of the story. It was very cute, and I like the characters. It was just, I think the reason it wasn't higher was because it's really good, but some of the scenes just weren't my favorite, and I really like this, and I want to read more of her work. I want to read her entire backlist this year, and I will be looking out for anything else she publishes because it's so good. So, book of the month, I trust them very much now. And then sadly, we did not get to one last stop in this video, but I think I would have liked it if we had time for it. So I'm very sad about that. And thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. I love all you guys. I love all my subscribers, and I'm so excited that you watched this video and reading romances for an entire week with me. So I read 3 books in this video, and I think I did a really good job of choosing them, and everything was really good. And we had a lot. We had our first 5-star read of the year, and I'm so happy about that. I love Poppy and Alex, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.